Hello everyone, it's Henry from HWR Robotics, and today we are going to set up a Linode server and then install a LAMP stack on it. So first, we are going to go to our Linode manager. Once you log in, you'll get a screen that looks just like this. So for this purpose, for this little testing mode, we're going to run the Linode 1024, Fremont, California, sure. Add this Linode. We'll run a little bit. We'll go to dashboard, go to rebuild, we'll go to Ubuntu 14.10, 14.04 LTS, swap disk 512, root password, that should work. Okay, rebuild. Some recording here. So we have system shutdown. It's going to create the file system, and once it's done doing that, you click boot, and this will change from powered off to powered on. Okay, so all these have been successful. We're now going to click boot. Say boot this Linode, yes. So now it's running system boot. While it's doing that, we can go to, let's see here, to do remote access, and make a new window. So we're 45.79.101.71. So now we can go to PuTTY, and go to root at 45.79.101.71. So you're online. Okay, cool. So now enter our password. And look at that, we're logged in. So now we can actually go to, we're going to go to the little Linode documentation here. And so it'll say before you begin, make sure you have secure your server or whatever. But we're just going to run host name and host name localhost. Host name -f. Localhost. Okay. So that's the name of our system, hence the root at localhost right there. So now we're going to run a sudo apt-get update, and then also runs a sudo apt-get upgrade. So basically that will check for any new packages that need to be installed. If they do need to be installed, it will install them. After you give it permission, so after this operation, 203 kilobytes of additional disk space will be used. Do you want to continue? So you do uppercase Y, and then you hit enter. So extracting. So next we're going to install Apache, and that's the Apache web server. So you can access this Linode from a web browser, or at least the files you want to access. But you could put on your own personal Google Drive, essentially, which is OwnCloud, and then you can upload files to it, download files. So with these SSD servers, they're a lot faster, and so you're not limited by the speed of the server. You're just going to be limited by the speed of your internet connection. Actually, I did a little test yesterday on yes, it was yesterday, on a speed of Linode servers versus DigitalOcean servers, and that test is actually available on my website. I'll put a link in the description of this video. And here we go, so it's updating certificates. Okay, cool, so that finished. So now we're going to copy and paste sudo apt-get install Apache 2, paste that in there, and it'll say yes, or it'll ask you, and you say yes. Okay, and now we are going down to add the main Apache configuration file, and we're going to go here. And so you have your choice of editor. Nano is probably the easiest one to use. So just type nano, and then copy and paste the location of the Apache 2 config file in. And then we're going to go down to wherever it says keep alive off. here we go. Keep. I've actually never used this little search engine here. Keep alive on. Keep alive off. Okay, cool. So now we can hit Control X, then Shift Y, then Enter, and it will save the file. Okay, and then the default multiprocessing module in NPM for Apache is the event module, but by default PHP uses prefork. Open the npm prefork config file located /etc/apache2/mods available. Excuse me. And edit the configuration. Okay. For a 1 gig Linode. Well, that's nice. So we can go right here. We'll do nano again. Okay. So we'll set start servers to 2. Control C if you accidentally hit something. And you want to oops. Did something I did. Change this back to 2. And make this one 6. This is going to be 12. Let's get the center all of them. Line them all up. Then 39 for the max request workers and max connections per child. Was that set at unlimited, which is 0, but we're going to set to 3,000. Okay, so I'll do Control X, Shift Y, and that saves that. Now we can disable the event module. So pretty nice because all you have to do is right click once you copy them, and you're good to go. And you just run service Apache 2 restart. And something kind of cool about the buddy terminal is if you want to copy and paste something, you just click and highlight it, and then you don't click anything else until you want to get to the area where you want to paste it. Once you get there, you right click, and it'll paste it in for you. And let's see here. I'm not sure what it's doing here. Let's try that again. Restart. Okay. There we go. Now restart. So we just disabled the event module and enabled prefork. We just restarted Apache 2. So now we are going to edit our virtual host file. So what we can do is we go here. Oops. We're going to click. I'm sorry. Oops. Oops. There we go. Nano. Right click. We're going to call this server2.com. Now I'll just call it test. Go here. And I have a blank slate. Copy and paste this in. Copy. Copy. Control X. Shift yes. Okay. Or Shift Y. So we're going to have to do a make dir /var /www/html/test.com. What that's going to do is it's going to make a folder called test.com in /var /www/html, because that's what Apache is referencing. So once we do that, we're going to have to run a chown method, which will fix permissions. So we'll do chown-r www-data because we're running Ubuntu. So we're going to set the owner and the group, or the group and the owner, whatever it is, /var /www/html. And we were actually pretty safe doing this right here. Okay, so that will have just fixed it. And so it actually just says to do the same thing. Oh, actually, we want to make a public HTML file. Okay, we can do that. So it's sudo make dir -p. To be perfectly honest, I'm not sure what the -p does, but the time is to do it. Why not? HTML /test.com /public HTML. Okay. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. We'll do a sudo makedir. Okay. Another one for the logs. /var HTML test.com / logos, no, logs. Okay, then we'll make these config files available. So copy and paste this, and then we're going to change example.com to test.com. Okay, sudo service Apache 2 reload. Okay, so I believe, oh yeah, directory HTML. Okay, so I made a little mistake here. I changed the name, which I probably should not have. So we're going to go back up to wherever we installed our little, we're going to go nano Apache 2. Just kidding, no, we're going to go up. There we go, test.com. So we're going to change example.com to test.com. 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 And then probably see test, just call this test.com. Control X. Yes, okay, my mistake. So now we can do sudo service Apache 2 reload. Okay, so that reloaded successfully, and we'll restart it just for fun. Okay, so it can determine the server's fully qualified domain name. That's fine. It doesn't do anything. So now, okay, we need to enable this. So I'm going to change this to test.com. Okay, site test.com already enabled. Perfect. So now, if you need to disable, you do a2 dissite example.com.config. So we already reloaded that. Now we can install MySQL. So copy and paste this in. And actually, just to check that your Apache server is running, you can scroll up to the top of your terminal. And because I don't have a domain name for this server or a subdomain yet, I can just copy and paste the IP address, paste it in the web browser, and boom, we get the Apache 2 Ubuntu default page, which doesn't really just says, oh, hey, you're running Apache 2 server, congratulations. So, good job, you've gone this far. It is 13 minutes in, so this video may be a little bit longer than expected, but that's okay. Anyway, here we go. So now we're going to install MySQL. So if you want, you can type in clear, and I'll get rid of all the other data up there. So now we'll go sudo apt-get install MySQL server, right click, drop that in, boom, yes. New password, something you want to be able to remember, but also something you want to make sure that no one else can get to. So that's going to install. Next, we're going to run the MySQL secure installation, which will help prevent people from trying to hack your server. Just copy and paste that guy in there. Current password for root. Current password. Oh, and it may seem like you're not entering something or anything, but once you start typing and nothing shows up, you're probably entering a password. When I ask for a password, it blanks out that password, so you can't see it for security purposes. So just type in the password you are using, and then hit enter, and I'll say, oh, look at that. Do I want to change the password? No. Remove anonymous users? Yes. And actually, you can do it. The uppercase one is the default one, so I can just hit yes, and it'll say success. Normally, root should be allowed to say connect to localhost, blah, 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 blah. So yes, 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 and boom, we installed it. So now we can create a MySQL database or we could we'll install something else for that. But I guess we could do that actually. So I'll just do MySQL. Enter password. Enter your password. Okay, so now we can create database web data. Okay, so we just create a database, grant all on web data. Oops, there we go. I'm just copying or typing this in from right here. Okay, to web user. Oops, web user. Identified by. Oops, there we go. Password. Excuse me. Put a semicolon at the end to show we're done. Enter. Okay, cool. Now once we've done that, we have to quit. And then log out, it says bye. So polite. Anyway, now we're going to install PHP. I'm just copy and paste this. Yes, I want to install. The great thing about running these servers in the cloud, or just by another hosting provider, and you're not hosting them out of your garage or whatever, is that these servers have a fiber optic uplink, and so it's a lot faster to download any of these packages. You can actually look at that report I was talking about. I did yesterday, testing the speeds. I tested download speed, disk write speed, and disk read speed. And you can, it's in PDF format and XLS format, XLSX, and it's also published on my website, so you can check out the speeds we have on there, just my benchmarks. But anyway, so now we'll just keep moving on here. We're going to tune the PHP config file, so we'll right click here. Okay, so we are going to look for, in sheet we hit Control W, and it'll search, so we want to look for error reporting. Okay, cool. So default value, all compile. Okay. Really cool. Core error. Cool. Paste that in there. I actually don't really like to delete stuff, so what we're going to do here is I'm just going to comment this out. I think I can do this. We'll soon find out. I may break it, I may not. But anyway, that's line something or other. Error log, Control W, error log. Okay. Control W, Control W. Here we go. Error log equals PHP errors.log. /var /log /php /error.log. Oops, there we go. Control X. Yes. Oops. I wasn't done. My bad. Control W. So now we can go back. Max. Input. Time. There we go. 30. So the default values for unlimited are either going to be 0 or -1. And so we're going to set this to 30. And we'll just do 30. Change that to 30. Change this to 30. And change this back to 30. Control X. And now we're going to save it. Boom. Oh, actually, I may have just made a little loophole here. Most of these lines are commenting, development comments. So all these little semicolons here our commented line. So we're going to do a Control W and search for error. Reporting again. Okay, cool. So get rid of that, uncomment that. Then we go to max input time. Uncomment those. When you uncomment them, it will activate them. So error log. Now we're going to do max error log. Error log. Control W. W. Error log. Here we go. Get rid of that. And then Control W. Max. Mac. No max. Input. We already did those. Okay, cool. So now we can hit Control X. Yes. So now we're going to create another one here, and then do that. And we also w/html, and we'll just chown that to chown-recursive. Cool. And actually, let's do this all together. Data, so everything in there is viewable. So now, if we did it correctly, this will work. We didn't, it will break directly. So it worked. Cool. So now we have finished their little tutorial. I think that wraps it up. So congratulations, you now have a LAMP server. It's a LAMP. It's a Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP running. So anyway, you should be good to go now. You can test my server again here. You can go here, and I'll just do a PHP info file. Okay, cool. I'm still recording. I haven't run out of space yet. Or we could just do do a PHP info file. I think. Let's see, PHP info. So we'll just do media template. Let's do PHP. Perfect. Cool. So now we're going to go to, here we go, CD. So we'll change the directory to /var/ww/html ls. That will list directories there. And we can go to test.com, cd test.com ls, cd public _html ls. We're going to type in PHP info.php. Enter. Oops. I'm sorry. PHP info. Now we can just paste in everything here. Control X. Yes. We'll do sudo service apache 2 restart. If we need to, just in case they can't go. Okay, cool. So we'll go back to our website /phpinfo.php, and it didn't like that. So I wonder if we have to go to test.com. Okay. So it's still running off the default. Okay. So CD back up, and back up the directory tree. Okay. So now ls and rm index.html. Now we'll do nano phpinfo.php. Copy and paste that in there. Control X that. Save it. Boom. Service 2. Just made the PHP info file and realized why it was not working. So it is fine. The new location where we originally made it in /test.com public HTML. Just do /PHP info. It will tell you all these stats about your server. Document root right here, request headers, BC2, BC math, whatever that is. It will also show you your max file uploads and the max file upload size and memory limit, and much more. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope this helped a little bit. If it did, it'd be great if you could like it. If not, leave a comment in the description or whatever. And be sure to check out my website, HWR Robotics. If you have any questions, there's a little form section on there. You just log in with a Google account, and you're an active member of my website. Anyway, thank you very much. Have a great day.